Hello, Homechoir. A very, very good afternoon from a rather chilly Bristol, and welcome to a very exciting day, a red letter day, if you will, as we come to the end of the choral alphabet. We've made it all the way through from A to Z, or Z, depending on where in the world you are right now, and we're going to be enjoying a stunning piece, a Baroque piece, pretty much ending up where we started. In fact, we had A for Allegri. Today it is Z for Zelenka, who is a Czech composer who spent much of his working life working in Germany. He was a later Baroque composer, so he died in 1748, which is just on the turn of the Baroque era into the classical era. And as a result, you will hear in his music some really rather adventurous clashes, lots and lots of absolute sheer beauty, the kind of thing that I know that us regular home choristers will know and enjoy. So before we start, let me just check I've got everything working. Good. We're in Baroque pitch today, so everything you see on screen will be a semitone lower than written. So the piece is in G minor. As you can hear, those of you with perfect pitch, it's going to have more of a feel of F sharp minor or G flat minor, depending on which way you want to look at it, but it can make you go somewhat cross-eyed. So let me check that we have the patchway consort in the house. Here we go. Lovely. I've already got the soprano voice louder, ready to go. To love it. It really is a super piece. Now, for those of you watching live, the entire length of the piece is about 4 minutes, and so this is not going to be done within 30 minutes. Those of you that need to disappear off on the half hour or even at any point after that, well, of course, completely understand. Do come back and watch it, because 2 views, well, will add to our view count. And do remember, of course, that you can watch this anytime. If you're watching it later on, it will almost certainly be time-stamped by the time you get to the video, so you can jump straight to the rehearsal that is relevant for your voice, or voice parts, plural. And, of course, you can jump straight to the ends to hear the entire playthrough. I've used a Baroque organ and a lute sound, which sounds absolutely gorgeous. And if I just give you a little bit of a... Fabulous stuff. I mean, that is something I don't yet have in my vast collection of stringed instruments, is a lute. I think there might be a little bit of space on the wall over there. Shh, don't tell Anna, who of course is listening. I think it's up there next to the banjo and the ukulele. A beautiful little lute. I don't think a theorbo. I think I'd need a bigger house. And frankly, I'd get divorced as well, I suspect, if I bought a theorbo. But... you know, shh, just between us. So I hope everyone's having a good day. I do read from the chat that there's lots of people currently shivering away wherever they are in the Northern Hemisphere. Of course, many people who watch Homechoir are in the Southern Hemisphere, and then we're certainly sweltering. So no matter what the weather's like, no matter where you are in the world, you are also very, very welcome to Homechoir on this big day as we reach the end of the choral alphabet, a series that we started, well, a year ago with A for Allegri, and we have worked our way steadily all the way through. I'll give you a little recap once we start officially, and it is quite something to see all of the title cards for the last 26 episodes of the choral alphabet scroll past and go, oh yeah, remember, and there was that one, oh, and that one, and that one. And I really hope you've enjoyed it. I know that people have found, I think, the variety of the musical styles. Bear in mind, we've had everything from hymns, we've had folk songs, we've had madrigals, we've had Christmas carols, we have had music from famous composers like Purcell and Haydn, and frankly completely unknown composers like Gerhard Quadflieg, who I was accused this past weekend of making up, but you will all back me up. Gerhard Quadflieg, I should say, to give him his proper name, was indeed a composer, and we sang his In Te Speravi just a few weeks ago. We have sung beautiful pieces from operas such as Offenbach and Joplin. We have sung beautiful Baroque pieces. We've sung all sorts, including a piece. There's one composer on the list, of course, who is very much still with us, dear Chris Upton, whose beautiful setting of I Sing of a Maiden we sang together just before Christmas. But I mean, what a journey we've been on together with this choral alphabet. So I really hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, do remember, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And huge thanks again to everyone who donates. If you feel so moved, you can drop us a little tip via the homechoir.org/donate page if you've enjoyed the choral alphabet. But let me say hello to everyone who's watching this later on. Many hundreds of people watch these Homechoir live streams later. So thank you so much to all of you. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't done so. Hello to everyone who's watching live today, but not necessarily chatting, in particular to Helene and Bill and Val. Hello, folks. Hello, Sue and Tony. Hello, Sally and Annie and Maureen and Harry and June. Hello to Anne and Linda and Charlotte, Nikki and Val and Huyen, and to Katie, and to anyone else who is watching live but not taking part in the brisk discussion here to my left here on screen. And hello, everyone over here. Fabulous to see all of you talking about the weather, of course, as always. And let me just see, who have we got in the house this afternoon? Hello, Alison. Hola, Anna. Hello, Carol. Hello, Carolyn. Hello, Colette. Hello, Dave. Hello, Jill. Hello, Eileen. Hello, Liz. Hello, Emma. Hello, Fiona. Hello, Gaynor. Hello, Glennis. Hello, Gloria. Hello, Epi. It's Anna in the booth this afternoon. Hello, Jackie. Hello, Jackie. Hello, Jane. Hello, Jane. Hello, Janet. Hello, Jean. Hello, Jill. Hello, Kim. Oh, and hello to Jill, who is listening in on her journey back from Carlisle. Hello to Lisa. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Maury. Hello, Fiona. Hello, Michael. Hello, Mike. Hello, Nikki watching later. Hello to Ruth. Hello, Sheila. Hello, Sean. Hello, Soraya. Hello, Susanna and Hanu. Hello to Terry. Hello, Virginia. Hello, Wendy. Hello, all of you. So I hope you're all having a good one. How are we doing? Let me have a look at the chat. Brit's talking about the weather, says Emma. Surely not. Well, I hope wherever you are, you're keeping warm, particularly if it's as cold there as it is here, or even colder. I know everyone's talking about -5, and then there's those of you in the USA who are talking about -9, -10, and then there's Susanna in Finland just sort of laughing in -30. So wherever you are, stay warm, stay indoors, and sing is my advice. Now, make sure you've got your drinks handy. As I was just saying, this session is going to be longer than half an hour, without doubt, because, well, we have 4 parts to learn. There is quite a lot of repeated material. The basses don't sing throughout, but the piece itself is very slow and very beautiful indeed. So I'm not going to rush it. If you have to go on the half hour, I completely understand, but I'm going to record this and take the time that it needs, because, well, once it's recorded, it then stands for all time, for posterity. And I would be amazed if anyone here has ever sung this piece. Well worth learning. So everyone, I really do hope you enjoy today's broadcast. As I say, if you could please make sure you have your drinks handy, and we will start the show in just a moment. I'm just going to grab the chord. Let's have the B flat major chord today, which is... So if everyone could sing Homechoir, and we will start our broadcast. You ready? Nice deep breath, and... Lovely, warm, inviting chord to start our broadcast today, everyone. And it is, as I was just saying in my preamble, a red letter day. We started the choral alphabet almost exactly a year ago, and today we bring it to a close. And it's quite something to set out on the journey with the intention of covering pieces with each composer's surname starting with a different letter of the alphabet. And I have to confess, when we set out with A for Allegri all those months ago, I didn't have a clue where we were going to end up. And I have to say, I, as a conductor and as a teacher, have really enjoyed putting together all of these 26 broadcasts for you. It's involved hundreds of hours of recording, editing, teaching, and it stands now, or will do in about an hour's time when we finish today. It will stand as a project that I think we can all be proud that we were part of, and something that I hope those of you watching will find useful, because I do want to say again that all of our broadcasts, all of the scores, everything, all our resources, I'm very happy to share them with your face-to-face choirs. Any conductors watching, please do feel free to direct your choir to our broadcasts, as it is a really rather exciting project. And you can see here, we started a year ago with Allegri and then Amy Beach, Maddalena Castellana, and we have worked steadily through, including pieces by Walford Davies, by John Farmer. We had a beautiful Gounod Sanctus from his Requiem. We had Scott Joplin, Wrong is Never Right, the opera from the octet from his opera Trumanisha. We had Cunhal's Tristis es Anima Mea, which is still the longest recording we've ever done. We've had Offenbach, we've had Purcell, Quadfleeg, who I was accused this weekend of making up, but he really does exist. We even had a living composer in the form of Chris Upton's I Sing of a Maiden. We had some Christmas carols, and then just over the last few weeks, X, Y, and today with Z, we've covered some very obscure but frankly wonderful, wonderful composers. So the choral alphabet has been a real joy. I really hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, don't forget to like, subscribe, and support the channel if you wish to, in the form of a donation, which is always very gratefully received. So after we've brought the choral alphabet to a close, well, what is coming up? Now, do remember this week we have a broadcast tomorrow. This is Thursday rather than Friday. So Fun Friday on a Thursday. And it is going to be earlier in the day. It's going to be 11 a.m. tomorrow. So if you can join me live for that, it's a session that's all about getting happy, forget your troubles, come on, get happy. It's a great piece, made famous of course by Liza Minnelli. Lots and lots of cheery songs. Join me at 11 a.m. tomorrow, and then at 2 p.m. UK time, so this time as we're streaming it live, we will of course be in the middle of our Homechoir Town Hall, which is open to anyone who subscribed to the newsletter. It will be a Zoom link, which should be in your inbox as well, if not by now, very, very shortly. Do come along and have a listen to what we've got coming up on Homechoir over the next few weeks and months. Come and ask questions, meet the team, and basically find out about what's going on. Then on Monday next week, it will be a fabulous Folk Monday. We're going to learn one of my favourite Irish folk tunes. It's called The Minstrel Boy, and we're going to sing other Irish folk tunes besides. Now, many people have asked, what are we going to be doing to follow on from the choral alphabet? Well, you'll be aware that here on the channel we teach fabulous choral music, often from the classical repertoire, and what we're going to do is we're going to continue teaching a piece that we've taught a few movements from already. It's a very famous piece. It's one that I should be conducting in a Come and Sing Day in a few weeks' time. So we next week are going to be learning two movements from Vivaldi's Gloria, Gratias Agimus Tibi and Qui Tollis. These are both very short little movements, and given that we've already recorded the first, the second and the fifth movement of the Vivaldi Gloria, this will go some way to filling in the gaps. And over the next few weeks, we're going to be learning the remaining movements, which will include Domine Filii Unigenite, which is the one that makes you think of galloping horses, the Domine Deus Agnus Dei, and the last two movements as well. And this will build to a complete resource for any choirs out there who want to learn Vivaldi's Gloria. You'll have access to all the teaching, all the one voice louder parts, of course, my lecture on it, and it will be a one-stop shop for anyone who wants to learn the Vivaldi Gloria. So that's next week. Some of you, of course, will know it, but come along and revise it anyway, because it's lots of fun. So for those of you that support us, thank you so much. It is entirely down to you that we're able to make these broadcasts, as we are 100% supported by kind donations. If you already give to Homechoir, you have our huge thanks. And if you haven't done so yet and you'd like to support your channel, well, do please go along to homechoir.org /donate. You can buy us a coffee. If you're kind enough to support us every month, every penny goes back into making these broadcasts for you. And of course, all the information you need, including all that fantastic information I've just shared with you, you can find through our weekly email newsletter, which again is free. So if you tell us when your birthday is, of course, we will sing you happy birthday, as we are going to today for Andito and to Karin, who are both wonderful home choristers. So let's sing together, everyone. After two, everyone. 1, 2. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Andito and Karin. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Fabulous. So a very happy birthday to both of you. We'll have more birthdays tomorrow. And if you want us to sing you happy birthday on your special day, well, do sign up via the newsletter. So everyone, I'm just going to get my teaching here on screen. We're going to start this fabulous Zelenka piece. To say again, if you're watching later on, this will be a time-stamped rehearsal, so you'll be able to jump straight to the soprano, alto, tenor teaching, the various voice louder playthroughs, and indeed the full playthrough at the end of the broadcast. So here we go. I'm now down here in the corner, and above me, with that rather inscrutable expression, you will see Jan Dismas Zelenka, who was born in 1679 and died in 1745, right at the very end of the Baroque era. So he was a contemporary, really, of Bach and Handel. He was a Czech composer, born in central Bohemia, raised in Prague and Vienna, and spent most of his professional life in Dresden. And his music is admired, as you can see here on screen, for its harmonic inventiveness. And you're going to hear quite a lot of that in this beautiful piece, Sepulto Domino. Now, Sepulto Domino comes from the Easter Saturday service of Tenebrae, and it translates as the Lord being buried, the tomb was sealed by rolling a stone across the door. Soldiers were placed to guard it. The chief priests went to Pilate and petitioned him. This is the text that has been set for us here by Zelenka. Now, you'll find a link to the score in the description, but I'm going to show it here on screen. Those of you watching live, I did have to change the link to the score. So if you downloaded the link yesterday or the day before, you will need to re-download from the link that is currently in the description, but you can see it here on screen. So we're going to start with the soprano part. We're going to teach all the way through, and then we're going to sing it all the way through. Just bear in mind, everyone, as we go, once we get to the end of the piece, that is bar 35, it goes back to the beginning. In the sing-throughs, in order to save time, we're not going to sing the repeat until the very last sing-through, because it is just a direct repeat. It's a da capo al fine. So let's go from the very, very start, and I'm going to give you a note here. We've got this lovely dark G minor, of course, at baroque pitch. Everything is a semitone lower, and so sopranos, you sing Sepulto Domino, and it's very, very slow and rather drawn out. Okay, so let's sing that together. Here we go, and lovely. Then there is a single rest before you carry on, sopranos, and you sing Signatum est monumentum. Okay, so just have a little listen to the pitches there. It's 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Now, you can see here these are long notes, so you'll need to take advantage of that rest before you come in to take a really, really deep breath. Let's sing together. Signatus est. Here we go with the soprano. And 1. Fabulous. We then sing Volventes lapidem ad ostium Now, I know that's a long phrase, so let's just take that to pieces. Volventes lapidem. Just note there we have F naturals. Then it climbs ad ostium monume. And 1. And 1. Now, you will need to stagger the breathing to get all the way through this in one breath. It's a very, very long line. And just be really careful, sopranos, as you proceed, because there's lots and lots of chromatic movements here. That is moving by semitone. So make sure you're being really diligent about your intonation, your tuning. Let's sing from Volventes lapidem and just make this languid and beautiful. Here we go, sops. After 3, 2, 3. Super. Now, of course, you can see here on screen and in your scores that there's a double bar there, a fine and a pause. When we get to the end of the piece, it goes back to the beginning and you sing everything you've just sung up until this point a second time with a more substantial ral at the end, a bigger slow down. Now we're carrying on, potentes milites. And so you hear the rest of the choir sing, and you pick that up, and we sing potentes milites. Okay, so let's have the rest of the choir come in, and we will come in on the fourth beat of the bar. So it's 1 and potentes milites. Lovely. We then sing qui custodient illud, which I know is low. That's very, very deliberate. Okay, so let's sing qui custo. Nice deep breath, sopranos, and 1, 2, 3. Lovely. Now the tenor carries on. This is a section where it would be solo voice. I mean, we're singing this in consort style anyway, where it's single voice. But this is the verse. And you'll hear the tenor come in. And you come in here, sopranos at the top after 3. So it's 2, 3. Accendentes principes sacerdotum ad Pilatum petierunt illum. So let's just have a look at that again, just playing the pitches after 3, 2, 3. So let's sing that lovely solo verse. You'll hear the tenor coming in first, and I'll bring you in. It's just over a bar later. Here we go. So we get 1, 2, 3. Lovely. Now, what follows, well, is a direct restatement of what we sang prior to the verse. So, ponentes, milites. So let's sing together, ponentes. And just to say, apologies for this, this is an issue with the score. It should be ponentes, but you can see here on screen on the score, it says potentes. I think I sang potentes earlier on. It should be ponentes. Please, ponentes. So let's hear the rest of the choir coming in, and we will pick up. Bear in mind, we already know this music, and it goes like this. One. So let's quickly just make sure everyone's happy with that, even though it is the same as we had before. Okay, make sure let's put this back in the right place. So, ponentes. So we sing ponentes milites qui custodierent illud. And you can hear some of these amazing clashes. They really are beautiful and quite advanced for the Baroque era. Then we go back to the beginning and we sing that lovely Sepulto, Domino, and so on. So what I'd like to do, sopranos, is to take it back to the beginning and sing from the beginning to there. Bearing in mind it is just a directory statement, and we'll sing the whole thing through at the end. So let me give you your notes, sops. Altos are here, tenors, basses. I shall be with all of you very soon, but this is a soprano sing through to the da capo. Here we go, nice deep breath, and... There we are. Now, of course, at that point, it goes back to the beginning. Sepulto, Domino, as we will all hear later on. But as we have limited time together this afternoon and some wonderful music to learn, we're going to go back to the beginning and we're going to sing the alto part now. And I think those of you listening live will already be thinking what a stunning piece this is. It really is. It's an absolute pleasure to record it and to teach it to you, and I do hope you will find it useful. Those of you who are involved with choirs, tell your conductors about it. The score is free, the teaching here is free. I want this piece sung by choirs all over the world. Let's bring Zelenka back, don't you think? Okay, so we've got a G minor chord and the altos are here, and so we sing from the start altos. It is Sepulto, Domino. Okay, and just that movement between the semitones is the difference between darkness and light, isn't it? So let's sing this lovely alto line. Nice deep breath, and I love that sudden shift from G minor to E flat. It's gorgeous. Now, sopranos carry on, as we know, on that signatum, and we just hold that E flat altos. So it's 2, 3. Signatum est monumentum, volvent est lapidem. So just listen to those pitches from signatum. 2, 3. Okay, some slightly unusual shifts there harmonically. I did say that Zelenka was very much prized for his harmonic innovation. You can hear some of that in here. So you'll hear the sopranos coming in there, and then we follow on altos. Here we go. So 2, 3. Lovely. And obviously all of those notes that are tied across the bar line and through the middle of the line, such as the F and the E, those are all creating beautiful suspensions, so do go for them. Now we've arrived on a D, our next note here, which is the upbeat to bar 9, and we sing Ad ostium monumentum. So this is a long, long phrase with need for a really big breath and staggered breathing if you can't get through to the end, because it is a long, long sing. Just listen to the pitches again, just on the piano, upbeat to bar 9. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, fabulous. There is a wonderful, wonderful suspension. That note. So really do lean on it. Let's go from ad ostium, the upbeat, to bar 9. Are we ready, altos? After 3, 2, 3. Love the sound of Baroque music, particularly with the lute. Wonderful. So we've arrived at a D major chord, and we're carrying on now, but you're up the 3rd here, altos. And our line from Ponentes, and it is Ponentes, not Potentes, and it's Ponentes milites milites. Listen to that again, and 1. You can hear how the emphases shift across bar lines and so on, again creating lovely suspensions. Let's sing that together. So basses and tenors are here, altos here. We're in after 1. Nice deep breath, and 1. Gorgeous alto line, it really is. Then from that E natural we sing Qui custodierentilud. All very very, very simple lines, but all devastating when put together. Listen to it again, and 1. Obviously all slowing down. I make the D at the end of Lord very, very soft indeed. Okay, so here we go. You see the notes on screen. There is our notes in after 1 and 1. Lovely. Now we get this tenor entry followed by sopranos. Now we come in here, in between the two. Okay, split the difference. So it's 1. Occidentes principes sacerdotum. And again, you can hear opportunities to lean in and create lovely suspensions there. So archer dentes, just listen to the pictures again. It's 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Really lean on the E flat. And then pull back. So let's sing that together. Why don't we go from where the tenor comes in, and that'll help us give us a bit of a run in. Here we go. So this is the tenors coming in on their archer dentes at the solo point. Here we go, and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Lovely. Now we have 2 beats and we sing 1, 2. And it's a particularly lovely line. You're the middle in this group, creating all the interest. So sing into those G's in particular. Just listen to the pictures again. 1, 2. So let's just go from a couple of beats before. So we'll hear the soprano sing the ad pilatum when we come in as they sing la. Here we go. And. Now this next bit is very, very similar to what we had before. We get 1. Okay, let's sing that together with the recording. Ponentes. Here we go. And 1. And then to the end of the line. Qui custot tirenti. And if you can remember to sing ooh, where you push your lips forward, you'll get a lovely, lovely sound. So qui custo after 1 and 1. Love that bare fifth at the end. Okay, so back to the beginning. Remember that when we sing it through later on, there is a dal capo al fine, so you'll then go back to Sepulto, Domino. And that's for the full sing through. But for now, we're going to go back to the very beginning, and we're going to sing from there to the da capo moment, and then we'll look at the tenors and then the basses. So altos, there is your note. Sopranos singing along, we've already looked at your line, there it is. Tenors and basses, but this is an alto voice, louder sing through. Do enjoy, everyone, make it lovely and languid. Here we go, and So there we have it. That's the soprano and alto part. So back to the beginning, everyone. Time to look at the tenor line. Quick sip of drink if you haven't done so recently. Stay hydrated. So tenors. Okay, rather an expressive line here. Sepulto, Domino. Let's sing that with the recording, shall we, everyone? Just let me get that in place. Nice deep breath. Here we go. And... Fabulous. Now you'll hear the sopranos again. You come in on the notes that you left on, and this time we jump up to the C. So we sing 2, 3. Signatum est monumentum volventes lapidem. And I suppose the trickiest part on that is the counting on lapidem. Volventes lapidem. You tie just across the bar line and then resolve the suspension. Listen to those pitches again from Signatum. 2, 3. And 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 3, 4, 1. Okay, so let's sing from Signatum. Now you'll hear the sopranos first. They sing 2 notes and then we're in. So here we go. And lovely. Now, carrying on. 2, 3, 2, 3, and T. Now you will need to stagger the breathing on that, but it's a lovely opportunity to sing into these long notes. Listen to them again. Ad ostium. This is the upbeat to 9. 2, 3. And 1, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and you hold that. Okay, so let's go from ad ostium, upbeat to bar 9. There's our note tenors. After 3, 2, 3. Ad ostium. 2, 3. Lovely. Now carrying on, it's 1. Ponentes militans. So it's just a bit of counting there, as well as a leap of a fifth. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Watch out for the notes that are tied again and sing into them. Let's sing it, shall we? You need to wait, take a nice deep breath, and come in after 1. And 1. Lovely line. And then on that C, qui custodirentis. You get the best bit here, tenors, because you establish that C and then up to the C sharp and the expressive fall to there. So let's sing that together. Qui custo In after 1, 3, 4, 1. Lovely. Now you need to grab a very quick breath and stagger the breathing, because there's very little break between Lud and Arcendentes. So we sing 1, 2. Arcendentes principes sacerdotum ad pilatum. All right, let me play you those pitches again. In after 2, this is halfway through bar 20. 1, 2, and 1. Okay, let's sing that together. Arcendentes. Are we ready? After 2. 1, 2. And 1, 3, 4. 1, 2. Lovely, and then it's, so then we sing 1, 2, 3. Beautiful line, and very much looking forward harmonically into the classical era. So we're ready after 3. So it's 2, 3. Oh, and sorry, let's do that again. We'll get the note in the right place. So we get and. Lovely. Then we have a little break, a deep breath, and very, very similar to what we sang earlier on, just with a little bit of extra decoration. So we sing Ponentes militans. So just as we sang earlier on, let's sing that. And 1. And then qui custodient. Here the rhythm is slightly different, and of course it has that extra bit of decoration. So just listen to those pitches from qui custo, and 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's sing qui custodierent tenors in after 1 and 1. Qui custodierent. Now, of course, as before, this will da capo back to the beginning, and we'll sing it through. But for now, we are going to go from the beginning to the da capo moment and sing with the tenor voice louder. Then it is the basses who've been waiting very patiently. Not quite so much for you to learn basses, as you're not involved in that middle verse. So I think we're doing very well, everyone. From the beginning, basses here, tenors, it's all about you this time. Altos and sopranos, lovely and mournful from the top. Here we go. And There we are. So that's the tenor part, and one more part to learn, and not quite as many notes for the basses as they're not involved in the verse. So back to the beginning. And I do hope you have enjoyed not just this piece, but indeed the choral alphabet, as this is the last bit of teaching in this extraordinary series. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you enjoy what we do here on Home Choir, and thank you to everyone who supports us. Cheers. Right, bassos, it is worth the wait. This is a really, really nice bass line. And so let's take it from the start. Sepulto, Domino. Let's sing that together. Here we go. And... Lovely. Then we have the sopranos give us the lead in. We come in on the note that we were left on. Signatum est monumentum. We'll leave it there for now. There's a lovely ascending line to come. Let's sing that together, please, basses. So listen out for the sopranos giving us 2 notes, and then we're in. 2, 3. Then you grab a breath. You heard the very quick from me on the recording. That, I think, is one of the nicest things in the entire piece for anyone. Just watching out for the A flat there. That's the bit that gives it the extra darkness. Sing it with me on the piano. It's 1. Lovely. So let's sing that with the recording. And 1. Lovely. Now we drop down. So it is ad ostium monumenti. And this one is going to need lots and lots of staggered breathing, or at very least a huge breath before ad ostium. I had to do a couple of takes on this to get it in one breath, so do just breathe where you need to. Listen to the pitches again. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Off. But of course, much slower. There's your notes. After 3, 2, 3. Fantastic. Now then, we sing Ponentes minites. Okay, let's sing that in after 1. Nice deep breath. And 1. Ponentes minites. Then, up the octave. Qui custodinenti. So, a couple of things about this. We are, of course, at Baroque pitch, so a C is really only a B. It's not as high as it looks. We come down from the C to the B flat to an A natural. It's not an A flat. It's this, which is a wonderful, again, very advanced bit of harmony. So from qui custo D, are we in after 3? Ready, 2, 3.
Qui custo D.
And 1. And 1. There we go. Now, the middle section, the ascendentes, principes, and so on, you notice we are not in that, so we can just enjoy the rest of the choir singing beautifully, as of course they will. And we come in with the last bit to learn, which is very much or derived from music we've already done. In fact, I think it's pretty much identical. So we sing... Oops, excuse me, that's the wrong slide. There we go. So we sing Ponentes milites qui custodirent. And it is exactly the same as when we sang it earlier on. So let us sing together Ponentes, and then we can take it from the beginning bases. I told you it wouldn't take too long. So here's our notes. We're in after 1 and 1.
Ponentes milites qui
Fabulous. So let's go back to the very beginning. We'll do a bass sing through, and then we can have the whole thing. We can hear how the entire piece, all these beautiful lines, how they all interact, and it really is spectacular. So bass is here, tenors, altos, and sopranos. Do enjoy. This is the bass sing through to the da capo mark. Here we go, basses. Enjoy. So this is all upper choir solo. Ready, basses? Coming in just a moment. Nice deep breath, and 1.
Ponentes milites qui custodidenti.
So, ladies and gentlemen of Homechoir, that is all the teaching in the choral alphabet. 26 pieces taught in multiple parts, some 2, 3, 4, 8. We've had so many different lines. So we have one more sing through before we can draw this wonderful series, which I've absolutely loved putting together for you, to a close. Don't forget, hit that like button if you've enjoyed it. This is the first full playthrough where you get to hear how all of these wonderful lines interact. And of course, we will be singing this on our Sing Sunday programme, not this coming Sunday, but the week after, along with that lovely piece by Juarez as well. But I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, well, do sing along. Here it is, the Patre Consort, Sepulto Domino by Jan Dismas Zelenka. Enjoy.
Oh,
And there, ladies and gentlemen, you have it. That is the end of Sepulto Domino by Zelenka, and indeed the end of the choral alphabet, a series we started a year ago with Allegri. We finished today with Zelenka, and just to, one more time, just to show you all the pieces that we have covered in this fantastic series. It's all here for you. There's a special playlist here on YouTube, and if you can join me at the town hall tomorrow along with Anna and Emma, we will tell you about our plans and what we're going to do. Now we have recorded 26 pieces, put them out on YouTube. We've got some plans as to how we can turn it into a fantastic resource for choirs and singers out there. But in the meantime, please remember the thumbs up and the subscribe button if you haven't hit it already. Share this with your friends, because the more people that see it, well, the better. And in the meantime, we'll see you tomorrow at 11 a.m. Those of you that can join us in person for a completely different style of piece, but designed entirely to put a smile on your face. And then 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon for the town hall, and that is only for subscribers to the newsletter. And then others will be back live on Monday with a Folk Monday. And next week, Vivaldi Gloria. So huge amounts of fun still to come. And once again, thanks for being here. Take care, everyone. See you soon. Bye.